There was an incident between you and Alboreto in Q1, and then, for reasons that I don't fully understand, you were excluded from the weekend. Can you talk us through it?
I was going up the hill to the casino on a fresh set of tyres. You know, these tyres had stickers on. You could see the guy is on a fresh set of tyres. It was free practice. And Alberto came from behind and drove into me. That's the whole story. The car disintegrated, gearbox torn apart, fire, everything. And my car wasn't damaged too badly. But the race director then decided to disqualify me because of dangerous driving. I still don't understand how come, because I didn't do anything wrong. And the guy from behind was the guy who created the chaos. But I was disqualified. I was the first driver in the history of Formula One that got disqualified because of dangerous driving. The race director was a guy called Jackie X, and to be perfectly honest, I never forgive him for that. Never, because it was wrong.
I mean, listen, we've had Jackie X on the show. He's a racing driver, a very successful one, very fast one. Why couldn't he see it from your point of view?
Because I think there was a lot of politics involved. Marco Piccinini was the Ferrari racing director. He was
Christian, sorry to interrupt, but Michele Alboreto didn't blame you. He said afterwards that it was a typical Monaco incident.
Well, you know, the guy who saved my ass at the end of the day was Ayrton Senna, because Senna was following and he could see what happened, and he knew exactly that I didn't do anything wrong. And, you know, Ayrton was a very special character, and I always liked him a lot. And I don't want to say I adored him because he was opposition, but I always liked him a lot. But after that afternoon in Monaco, I thought he's the greatest guy on planet Earth, because what he did was he got the press together. But this was different to now. You know, it was, you know, Ayrton was he usually had the moments where he was trying to talk or communicate with the press. He just positioned himself somewhere in the paddock, and they all came around him, and there was a big circle. Everybody was listening and stuck the microphones towards him. And he then initiated this little PR conference just out of the blue, saying, I just want to say one thing. That guy, Dana, he's fine. You know, he's not done anything wrong. He was made a scapegoat for whatever reason, but it's wrong. The decision is wrong to disqualify him. And that saved my ass in Germany, because everybody thought, no, the guy is nuts. I mean, how can he be disqualified because of dangerous driving? So, yes, you have to cope with it, and yet again, get on with it, because it doesn't help. You know, you can complain, you can argue, but it was wrong, clearly, but yeah, I don't even know who to blame. It just happened.
You know how nowadays the drivers have to go and explain themselves to the stewards?
Yeah.
So did you actually have a conversation with Jackie X?
Yes, I had.
With Alboreto in the room as well?
No. The stewards then were different people. I remember one, a Dutch guy called John Korsmit. He was clearly the head steward then, and there was some marshals reporting that it's my fault. Marshals from the track, but I think they were probably Ferrari fans or whatever. No, I just had to cross it off and, you know, get on with it. It was not very pleasant.
How did the team deal with it?
Not very. Solidarity wasn't the biggest attitude of Mr. Saxspeed and the team, or loyalty as such. They just said, okay, we have to accept and run one car, which was Martin's car, and that was it.
Did it knock your confidence?
No, not at all. No, it was very annoying. And it was, well, I spoke to Ayrton a little later, and he actually cheered me up. He said, come on, just forget it, cross it off. This is not right. And I told everybody, and that was fine. And that helped me a lot, and I was not losing any confidence by any means, no. I was luckily strong enough a character.
So you think all of the drivers supported you?
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's the fundamental difference. I was just sort of trying to think back. Had this happened before? And the only thing that comes close to it is what happened to Patrese after Monza in '78. But that was the drivers turning against Ricciardo.
No, that was, in my case, absolutely no problem.
Yeah.